A leader sat up on the throne, promised the people bread and home, but the poor still cry in the night, while he hides the truth from the light. He built his palace tall and wide, while hungry children sleep outside. But the Lord who sees every tear is the judge that every king must fear.
Power is only borrowed time. Every ruler answers to the divine.
Oh, God is watching the throne. The truth will soon be known. Drumbeat rising, people crying, justice coming from the sky. No leader stands alone. God will claim his own. Say rhythm, voices singing, truth will break the darkest stone. The Bible speaks the warning clear. No wicked throne will stay for years. The Lord lifts up the humble heart and tears proud kingdoms all apart. Silver and gold cannot defend when God decides a ruler's end. For every lie and every deed, the Lord will judge with truth indeed.
Some quote the ancient law with fear. Do not let evil remain here, but Christ has shown a higher way. Truth and mercy led the day. Let justice roll like rivers wide. Let righteousness forever guide.
Oh, God is watching the throne. The truth will soon be known.
Say hybrid beat, keep pounding. Freedom rising from the ground.
Oh, the people lift their song. Justice won't be long. Heaven hears the cry of nations. God will right every wrong. Yeah. Ay, 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 oh, oh. Ay, ay, oh, oh. Ay, 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 oh, oh. Ay, ay, oh, oh. Tere, 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 tere. Ay, ay, oh, oh. Ay, 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 oh, oh. A leader sat up on the throne, promised the people bread and home, but the poor still cry in the night, while he hides the truth from the light. He built his palace tall and wide, while hungry children sleep outside. But the Lord who sees every tear is the judge that every king must fear.
Power is only borrowed time. Every ruler answers to the divine.
Oh, God is watching the throne. The truth will soon be known. Drumbeat rising, people crying, justice coming from the sky. No leader stands alone. God will claim his own. Say rhythm, voices singing, truth will break the darkest stone. The Bible speaks the warning clear. No wicked throne will stay for years. The Lord lifts up the humble heart and tears proud kingdoms all apart. Silver and gold cannot defend when God decides a ruler's
ancient law with fear. Do not let evil remain here, but Christ has shown a higher way. Truth and mercy led the day. Let justice roll like rivers wide. Let righteousness forever guide.
Oh, God is watching the throne. The truth will soon be known.
Say hybrid beat, keep pounding. Freedom rising from the ground.
Oh, the people lift their song. Justice won't be long. Heaven hears the cry of nations. God will right every wrong.
Alright, good evening and welcome to a program where we call We Are on YouTube and on Facebook. Of course, inside this program, now that we can go outside people and no want to for go. We can talk within people and no want to for talk. Sometimes and they we can talk some things and we they hurt some people them. Sometimes and they waiting we can talk can align with some people them and then can happy. Well, the time we talk thing we no make you happy, you can vex and can refer to we program as the most useless, as the most deceitful program, and as the most disgraceful program ever. But the time when we talk something within in your favor, now the time you say this not the best program ever, but this now we are the good, the bad, and the ugly. We can bring them to you at any point in time. Well, this being time we don't discuss a lot of things them. A lot of things them we don't discuss. Plenty time then the things they would discuss, they count friends for we. Something in there it can make we get people that we go consider we for be enemies. But I tell you this thing, as we sit down for do this program, a lot of things them they spark na me brain. A lot of things them. Amongst them now, the same way them be signed the National Unity Agreement. The point number 3, where na make them bond the tripartite. And the document where they put together where they govern the Tripartite Agreement Committee or the Tripartite Committee, they use one word there where a lot of we not been they talk about. The reason we make we go into the National Unity Agreement, now the fact say we go for contest the 2023 election. We go for say the election not been in favor of Maada Bio as pronounced by the ECSL. We see the APC, deputy chairman, the chairman, the running mate, and the flag bearer and other people then. They all big files them where then go now the 3 days dialogue for go contest the election. Where the people be they expect say therefore pull nothing na that conference day pass a rerun or the recount. But after the first day, when they open the program, they lock the domots by the people of Salon. We don't know anything will happen inside it. They lock them, they give it blackout, complete blackout. No phone, no nothing, no media, no nothing. They happen inside the program that 2 days day. And at the end of the 3 days, they say they don't come out 8-point resolution. Amongst them, then say they for set up a committee where for investigate the 2023 election and same way to look at other elections them for see how it relates, how them be the method them will they be used and other things them. But one word will come out, like I say, where we not been to talk about, and the fact say, then say where they don't done, where the committee don't work done, then for take this document and it writes there in big black and white say, therefore hand over them to the president. And another thing where the 3 days dialogue talk about, they say the president for make a statement. The opposition leader for make a statement. Underline the word, the president. But hold on a while. This person where this document, this 3 days dialogue, this committee consider or write big one say na the president. Now the person that one day and na the position that one day where we Salon people be the contest. But that comes everybody sit down and big one they agree for right and they say this individual where they contest against for make a statement. They not say the flag bearer for the SLPP like they say for the APC. they say the president. And not be take that one day up until this night. They say the president. And if they don't say the president, on those grounds, we then for pull this president from in seats. On those grounds, we therefore say the election results not correct. We all of the 1 3 days dialogue and the 1 tripartite, all they call this man president. They don't ever use controversial president, contested president, or the bookman they go get other word we then go use for describe them. We not see that happen inside these 3 days at all. Maybe I just to think off the box, and maybe it not even make sense to a lot of people then. And for crown and all, the opposition leader, the opposition flag bearer, the day when they hand over this document, himself call this man the president. Nobody no ever contest that word day. Until this time, where people they say they not believe say in gets the mandate. But I may them for don't begin to come before this time. After the 3 days dialogue, if we don't do a document say this man we not still consider for be the president. That's not just waiting. I think maybe for my own brain it think wise, but for some people them say be better than just stupid talk. Yeah, it's normal. It can happen. It can happen, say, a lot of people, them they think I'm that way. They see you, no worry if you still get them up for me, get them up for me. So, inside the program today, we actually get somebody where they can help we follow we talk about this dialogue. 8 years, Maada Bio don't do so in the country. Waiting on the legacy we get. 2 years. To the 2028 election, waiting at the hope of Salon people then. 2 years after the tripartite report, they don't present them to this president. How far we don't go? Waiting at the hope for the 2023 election. And if we not get justice, please take note of this. If we not get justice for the 2023 election, the international community, we include ECOWAS, Commonwealth, AU, UN, they all call this man president. Well, we all know say the election, they not win them. How sure for say the opposition APC 2028 go able for protect the vote of Salon people them? Family members, if we reach to that point, not to me talk, I want to welcome the former spokesman for the former, president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, when harnessed by Coma. His name is Abdoulaye Beghete. Good evening and welcome to the program, Mr. Beghete.
Good evening, Sengbe Pierre. Fambule, more they watch or listen, I tell you now plenty I do.
Thank you for joining me inside the program this evening. I want to start quickly with this we get for do with the 8 years of Maada Bio. As a citizen of Sierra Leone, we always don't look at waiting they happen. Waiting we go consider for be Maada Bio a legacy in these 8 years.
Thank you very much. This na a very interesting question. The reason being Maada Bio came into governance here in party, the Sierra Leone People's Party, on the basis say they are coming with a new direction. That was in 2018. And we not only come and say it's a new direction, he even give we what you call the variables, the things them way in they do, for there we believe say they can't do the things them way he don't condemn say now the ugly things them way APC be don't do from 2007 until 2018. Now, he make a lot of promises then. He say number one, the former government, the APC, then they waste government's money and boku travel. He say he go make sure say he lock all the loopholes so that to go able improve the lives of people then. He said the economy was terrible because the government in cabinet and the other appointments and then Tuboku, and that's where income he will change that. He say because that now what he call fiscal irresponsibility in the country. Then the other thing we come with, we of course now it may be emphasized a lot. He say go make sure say he address lawlessness in Sierra Leone, and people then be intent for believe and say yes, by virtue of in background as a military personnel. If he can say they can't address lawlessness, people then say, okay, maybe he will get the muscle for do that. Then the other thing where it come is say because of the reckless way the APC govern the country, it go come for rebrand the country in name internationally so that Sierra Leone for continue for get the image of prestige and integrity. Of course, it capture all of this say it will able to attract investors then so that the economy will improve and address the good things them way, particularly for the young people them, where it say it will create over 500,000 jobs for youth them in the country. These na things and way it talk, it then I manifesto. The other things that we end up for can't talk, we know in a manifesto, we make them as a policy statement, where people then jubilate. It say they can't construct so with the Lunge Bridge. It say because in one for Thai, Lunge and Freetown for ease the transportation challenges them, especially Lunge being the city we house the international airports. So it make all of them things there. Today, if we reflect, one thing that we may be commend Maada Bio, when it been passed the law, we say rape of girls and women, it constitutes a war crime, it declare an emergency. TRT World, na Turkey, be even anchor me with two other people from Freetown. That's a maybe don't Canada now. I commend them publicly. I say that is a right move in the right direction because at the end of the day, we have a responsibility, particularly where we don't get the Child Rights Act of 2012 and later as revised, so that we will make sure, say, we empower and protect we women and girls in our country. I publicly commended him for that. The other pronouncement we make, where some of we doff we had to, we come with a free quality education, just the mere pronouncement without going into whether it is quality enough or whether it was something that is going to be universal for every Sierra Leonean. Some of us in we quiet moment and publicly we say, wow, just like how we've been called the free healthcare initiative, we say, well, if this is real, it is something worth commending and supporting because at the end of the day, that's something we go able for benefit Sierra Leoneans irrespective of political affiliation or membership. So we took it on face value. But when we go, we look at now the scorecard, who side we did today. All the things them individually, we can take them say, Maada Bio say they can for change your economy and they can for rebrand the image of Sierra Leone. Today, we economy just the first half of 2026. They say we they run at $1.82 billion billion deficit, Leone's deficit. Where is that coming from? Now, because of the reckless way with which this government currently they administer the country, I imagine one day, Sengbe something when a very elementary and reckless argument where these people come with. Sierra Leoneans then raise red flags, say, Una say una don't come for can rebrand and change this economy for the better. Una go buy brand Prados them, wey worth not less than $100,000+ per one. Then they argue say no, not to Prado, na Jeep then go buy. You will see the insult with which then they come for justify the reckless way of spending. I imagine the former finance minister, wey later made chief minister Jacob Jusuf Safa, after their first term, wey dem can say in 6 months' time, then they change the economy. It gets the effrontery in 2023 prior to the elections. It come back na 98.1, they talk say, this time, law we give them no more 3 months, then go change the economy. Then when you look at the kind way we don't deal at the international community, you look at the inflation, you look at the top-up card for electricity, where people and they go top-up lights no day. Then you commodity, you see people and they buy top-up for telephone. The network is terrible, and nobody is holding anybody accountable. Then you begin to wonder, say, this same government will say that they can't make sure say they sanitize the economy, then go create a special account in the Bank of Sierra Leone, where they put say for the president in travel, where there is no accountability, no transparency in terms of how, so which means the president just they decide say I want go any side. Now that make it very painful. The summary of this first thing is where this president say in the camp for a brand country. Today, unfortunately, the president get the audacity for host somebody in our country when an international drug war wanted person.
You know, Mr. Beatty, before we go to that dog law day, you just touched something very important. We get to do with the traveling of the president. You know, we all remember what happened 2018 during the debate we've been take place now, been too many. And then with the year, the same man they contradict within he been say. Then thing in there. Let me first of all watch this short video and then we'll come back just now.
Excessive expenditure on foreign travels. There is also a lot of use of foreign exchange on contracts within the country. These are things that we have to stop.
But you know, we get people, they say the power, they fly no more like bird. You know, they're not sit down, not go drag, yeah? Then they go take and come put on a corner. Waka for nothing, better pass. When I get reason for travel, I know they ask for myself.
So, this now, 2018,
Well,
2026.
you hear what he say? He say where you want for travel, you know they ask we. And we say no they ask we, not to win na the ordinary people let me for go ask. There is no oversight in a parliament. We're supposed to be the organ. We not to just to make laws, but for make sure say there is accountability in our country. If the president will not to a king, if they come publicly, and we don't see in policy statements will be made during the campaign, the presidential debate na been to man. He said the APC was reckless, just as what I was saying. Then this same president, he say, you know what? Me I dey travel, a better lot travel rather than I sit down in my country where nothing no dey there for me. So waiting this tell we from when Maada Bio left during the military junta, it done there for how many donkey years? No yeri say they do anything. So this na a wake-up call for Sierra Leoneans say that person we want kind of governance. You get for check, do a background check. What has this person been doing? I bet you from when Maada Bio left during the junta days, 1996, together elections, if you check the number of times that we don't travel until 2028, I doubt if it will reach 10. Because it not been get the couple, although in wealth been say they not be millionaires then. But today, because they don't get access to resources, then they travel, even though then they travel, then they even can produce fake receipts then for we. Nobody not for question that. If you question that, then they go after you. But Sengbe on a very serious note, when I read the crowd, they endorse the statement where the president make for saying no need for ask we. In the travel, it better for travel for nothing than sit down in country for nothing. And nearly shed tears that they were watching. Why? The suffering within our country, not to APC no more they suffer. The suffering within our country, now the majority of Sierra Leoneans them, now then they suffer, now then they come on a morning for go take poda, for take taxi, all the monthly salary where then they get for the people the way they work, and they go on transportation. Then get picking them for feed, then get medication them for buy. And these same people, they are just for political correctness, then they clap. Then they endorse within the president, they say. And we can't get a president who is very insensitive to the suffering of people. Imagine why I say very insensitive. This man, during the height of COVID, where people they and dying at the country, a come out, go Lebanon, here in West, then go do honeymoon. Is that a sensitive way of running a country? This man, they sit down, they tell you, say, in West, they tell you, say, you know, they take money from government coffers at all. That any money we in use, now in your personal money, and therefore, you not go take in your personal money for go give light na bo kenema. But we audit reports come on 1 year, where they indict them, Information Ministry declined for give comments na BBC, State House refuse, then income boldly tell we say, any money we use, na in man, na in the authorizer. So you see, we don't reduce the presidency to a family affair. Is that the type of government we deserve as a country? Now this kind we deserve from people and we say, then they come for can create an equal playing ground for majority of Sierra Leoneans. Then commodity. Most of the excuse we Maada Bio they give for the travel them is saying now for rebrand the country in image. He has made those comments severally. But today, any plane we misroad, any helicopter we misroad, any ship we misroad na water, na we own country na day they come, na day they can land. Then we don't see the scandal of people and way then they hold diplomatic passports, then they hold them and drug-related offenses. Then the worst thing will happen. We see an internationally wanted person, just like I mentioned, when Aboli Jones. It in our country, he go na church and the president. Then watch we back now we eye. They say no, the president no but that person there. He say the church, the presidential spokesman say the church na public place and that anybody can go there. Only later now we find out say Maada Bio in Gal Pikin, na him this guy married, na him brother so to speak. Then all the international scandal, then all people them overseas pan drug business so then they get diplomatic passports. We don't see situations and where people them where they work na immigration, would they see the romance with them people that were involved in drugs. Then you begin to wonder, say, how Maada Bio take away? It don't take away for granted. Because anybody will talk, they not care, You know, they respond to people then. When people then talk, say they travel, remember the back talk we give we 110, they say we the jealous. We no need for jealous, Mr. President. We no care, we get businessmen in Sierra Leone, we then they travel over 50 times a month, but nobody cares about them. We care about the way they travel because of the frivolous way they spend saloon money. So now that day we care. And for some of us, we they talk, we no need for jealousy. We they try for all you accountable. So you can see the irony in the statements where the presidents they make. You they increase the tariff in our country. Up to this point, you now go charge people in Alunge Airport for pay $25 them for arrive or for left. We not see no accountability. Instead, recently, we see say NRA say them money then they know they even reflect, they know they pay them. So you begin to wonder how them people here don't take we. But I can always say, I not believe in the statement we say the people then they get the type of government we they deserve. I will tell you, say, me being part of the people of Sierra Leone, being a Sierra Leonean myself, I not think say this is the type of government we deserve. And at that make you find out say dictators them when they rubbish a country like this, then they always use the military agencies them, they use the police, they use the security forces them, so that anybody will want rise up against them, then they use them intimidation tactics, kill people them, so that they will silence the voices them. Now that make you find out say August 10, 2022, then kill a lot of civilians them, then go Pademba Road and kill people them, we now different things again as part of the legacy. We Maada Bio don't left for we it left for we because their issues and they not go come out judges now when it comes to human rights violations and abuses them. And look at the Kush epidemic now country. A lot of young people in the waste right now. Is that the legacy where they left for say tomorrow? Where you left? You go left a history for say they quote you, they write books then. The president say no need for consulting people and where they travel, and in go travel because of the jealous and also a better may travel and not go get nothing than a Sidona in country and not get nothing there. I think say that na the high point of disrespect where it don't give to Sierra Leoneans this 2026 in particular.
All right, continue for the way to inside the program. In name na Abdullah Berete, we the way to inside the show, the help way for discuss the issue them, they analyze the different issues them. And with the look at the legacy, we Maada Bio go left with we. And waiting he don't put for we 8 years from where he become, president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. 8 years from where he don't be president. If we can go back before the election, one, person where we all been they make fun of, been talk something. I don't know if this word still they reflect or is still they resonate to a lot of people or is still there a lot of people in mind. Let's watch this one quickly.
The people want change. The people are tired of the suffering of paying for a bag of rice at 200,000 from only 60,000 in 2007. The people want democratic change to end their suffering. But what type of change do we want for this great nation? What type of change do we want for our children's future? What type of change?
This might be a very solid question. What kind of change we want? The change for buyers 200,000 per bag from only to 60,000. And I listened to one of former minister, Alpha Khan, we say, yes, these days, far more better pass I been there. Because when you look at the percentage, where you look at 60,000 years way on a midterm, 300,000 on a left arm according to him. But Maada Bio in this statement said 200,000. He say a better pass say una been there. So this government don't do extremely well. They go to the extent and say we see some side that they not willing to buy a stick up 10 leon, win at 10,000 leons. So the change way Maada Bio be talk about, yes, it reflect and a better pass one at 10.
You know, a fine way then clips there than they for remind the public and the world about the utterances and way people then they make when they want power. I always they say the moment you mention, say, this person a politician, especially in the context of a country, then they associate politician with deceitfulness,
Like
with
man,
lies, and deception. We therefore change the narrative. I can always give an example. I remember when we want for increase the price of fuel. We not just sit down, we go concoct a story. Respectfully, President pull me and the then information minister. We go right around the country, we go engage the stakeholders, including the chiefs. Them. I remember when we go na Kala Court Barre. We go tell them, we give instances them why we don't raise the fuel. The people them, the chief them, and say, Berete, we they send you, get the pine number, but we they also send you, say, publicly, go tell and say we appreciate the respect we give we, for let it pull you na in spokesman, for can tell we law we understand why them una want for increase the fuel. You see, when politicians they talk, they forget say inflation can happen. And inflation sometimes it is beyond the control of a government. But if you can't talk now, you they indict, it just seem like we. Right now, wetin make they go after Maada Bio because things entranga. Some of the factors then they beyond in control. But we own thing what we all is, if they do things them way would they see reckless spending at the country, unnecessary travel in the country, we no get aid, no get take. Look this recent patrol where it take a go na Vienna. Left Yom Keller, where you don't make the energy advice or whatever, and your energy minister, make them go there. Let them can report to you. You therefore you say you want to go advocate for let Africa get energy. You own country first. The blackouts now in the order of the day. Why you know will try for better than one day first? So you see, when they say the rest are they better, okay. Don't we say na been 200,000, 300,000. But now we don't go, we they buy rest up to 680,000 na Freetown, Western area. Then upline you they buy up to then 700 and 750,000 new money. So when you look at it, then you look at the scandal of the health sector. You look at the kind money where the president don't use just for traveling. The expectation is if you say you want to promote transparency and that the inflation and the way things and they are out of your control, any travel way travel, can't all tell we what you pull. Almost you spend. But 30 days from we begin travel, nobody not ever know almost president use for travel. Almost money is spent. Waiting it can wait for we. All waiting it can tell we now for can give we back talk then say it better may go for nothing rather than sit down in country for nothing. I don't think say that is what Sierra Leone deserve. So in terms of saying we own time it be worse, the rest compared to their own time, I can always tell the public say the economy propaganda no dey fix am. The people them waiting they go na market, they don't need to go from Bay College for go read economics 101. Where you go with your money, your purchasing power. If you blank buy tapalapa bread, you they get 3 the same size for 5,000 leons. Then when you go the next term, you go meet and the one don't shrink, then are 5,000 leons. The people then will know say things are not okay. So Maada Bio, according to their own narrative, their own thinking, their own cognition, everything is rosy in Sierra Leone. And therefore, the people and where they say things are hard, now APC people. So you see the divisiveness where this president they also left for we as a legacy. Anything, I remember that young girl where Maada Bio attempts to hold a press conference for the first time. They say they go interact with the people and in the town hall. One young lady, a grab, Sierra Leonean, even if na APC day, as them one brand and for be, they get the right for say, Mr. President, you don't address most issues, but I want to let you know, say, people then they suffer. But tell the young minister within information and civic education, it come a blast for the young lady. Then all man at the whole majority say, na APC, Senna. Ebo, we things them bad na the country. Anybody we talk when I say na APC? No. Some of us that are giving these commentaries, it's not about party politics. We just want to make sure Sierra Leone is a better place for us. Of course, we did right now at what they call Babylon. If we follow the comfort who gets there, we will not go talk about Sierra Leone issues. But because we care about the country, people and they suffer, and we back the pressure they day on we, because we get for support people and we there to we back home. People and they way they are well to do, but now things are so hard, some will reach us quietly. Is that what we want for our country? That's not what we want. So I want to let Maada Bio no ending. In quiet moments, where he did lay down, let he always ask himself this question before he fall asleep. I left me host today, I go State House. I don't come back now, host me then can eat ham and burger. How many people in the out there we not able to afford for it a meal a day? If he able ask himself that question there, now they what you call empathy and compassion come inside. Because any leader we not get these two qualities then they. Trust me, not what you call a facade leadership. Because you're not sensitive to the suffering of the people. And that leader, they therefore not get no moral and political finesse for continue for preside over the country as a president. And later, I will bring for you the concrete examples of the lawlessness and divisiveness within our country, where Maada Bio don't can tell we say one of in key priorities then for address lawlessness.
All right, continue for the way to inside the program. This night program we had on YouTube and on Facebook, and of course we get availability with the way to inside the program this event. I just want for being something to hold on quickly. We are the because this one a program where we want like be for educational purpose. Just busy. We want for talk, but we want for bring things them and it go nice for let we go back to the days them way Maada Bio just come back because we look at 8 years from where you do and it capitalize on this human development. At the a lot of people them including Ablaibe and I saw they talk say. Maada Bio done there for 20 years or 20 almost years, work. Nothing this way Maada Bio don't say not to true. Say not been not 20 years, work. But rather the time way, it be left power in a be serious businessman. We employ a lot of people and they been talk this right in front of Bill Gates. And the other thing again we Maada Bio been talk about now the fact say, as we they go on with the campaign and they go on with a lot of things then we all know say, politicians them generally na people in that way, they stick to them, promise them, they say they're well known for people and we they deliver on them, promise them. So we go look at all of them things there. So in a few seconds, I will play the clip with Bill Gates. Let me just remind yourself, and that could be amongst the first, if not the first, public town hall meeting we get organized, forum by David Senge, and a day David Senge begin for win the mind and soul of Maada Bio. because they make them, according to them, they go places. Okay, so they make them, they go places. I just be the try for, say how best I can put them up for family members. Then let we all see, let we all listen to this, because it worth for let we all hear some of them things there. So where Maada Bio don't say before this thing, but. With all within his say, if you for put Maada Bio in 8 years into context or into a percentage, how much he could get based on all within if you don't say it they do. Although we as well get for member they say, if you don't tell we can say, where you do outside, what you they see, with where you can inside, with you meet, completely different. So you get for Twicam for them meet up to your manifesto promises then. So, but at another point in time, it tell we say it don't do from A to Z. In fact, it don't pass Z. With all waiting is say it do. So if that's not the case, a person this way promise we, things them and then it do from A to Z. Why will they criticize them where it don't deliver on all of the manifesto promises?
I remember the statement where you make, you remind me of Hassan Haruni, where you always they comment say now one of your bosses them where you go through. Now him be moderates the presidential debates na been to Mani Hotel. Where Maada Bio be they make all the outlandish promises them. I remember Hassan Haruni say, he say from the outside it is easy to say, but when you go in, now Maada Bio resist. He say, no, I will make sure I do it. But
Because if don't be there once.
yes, he say because we don't do it exactly. You see, I can always say, people them, where you dey na political leadership, no go create a dichotomy between you and the people. Engage when things are bad, be honest with the people, talk to them. When things are challenging, the same very electorates now then can join you for improve things for the better. But if you dey lie pan the people them all the time, time go reach now, let you talk to them, they say, now whose other lie they can't tell me back today. That is the danger. If you go do a survey now country, just a randomized survey, where you go just take phone, you get access to numbers that you call randomly. You say, you just ask a simple question. Politician them know them for talk to or for talk lie. You just ask that simple question. I bet you the response, the ratio will be almost 10 or 8 go say politician and they lie. Then the 2% will say then they talk to. Then you begin ask yourself the question, where is this coming from? Why we get this perception? Now, because of concrete examples them about people coming to lie because they want the votes and they want power. When you look, you play the clips then, where you be they play. Then you begin to wonder whether this same Maada Bio will be the talk so. Whether not the same Maada Bio now so within a power. We say travel, international travel now wastage. Now this same person now they tell justify say yes, me they travel, I don't even need for us now. So in terms of percentage, to be honest, I'm not just one can give an opinionated percentage.
Okay.
I wish I would come with what you call an evidence-based research. We would be able to engage the public on all the various sectors then. I will take education, I will take agriculture, because even the Tomabom. Then to them, they say Tomabom is 100% complete, then they harvest now the rest. Electricity, when electricity, then the NACCHES say they don't deliver over 90%. So then when you talk to people then back home, then when we go back home, you begin to read them Kaba Tiger, then we don't forget about years back, the generator them. Then you begin to wonder, say, is this really the Sierra Leone way Maada Bio they talk say everything rosy? But on a very subjective, I'm using the word subjectively, I will tell you, say, based on the free quality education, even though it has been indicted, and based on some of the international support where it gets in our country, maybe I will cumulatively give them like a 20%. But as I say, it is very subjective because I not do any scientific research for support this meeting. Therefore, I will just give them a 20% subjectively.
All right. Continue further with we inside the program. While we use this term, let me just take one shot, we'll use this as a break whilst we listen to this particular clip. When we come back, just now, please listen to this of Maada Bio 8 years ago.
Development in Sierra Leone to catch up with the rest of the world. We are lacking behind, I know that, but we don't want to go forward. We want to catch up with the rest of the world. So I have established a list of priorities, but sitting on top of that particular list of priorities is the human capital development. I campaigned on that, and I'm working on that. I am an example of human capital development and how it impacts development. I come from a village of less than 300 people. I didn't have shoes to go to school. I hardly had a chair to sit on at school. But when I look at how I have traveled a long and difficult journey from that village to the State House, that is the White House in Sierra Leone, I think education, which is human capital development, has played a critical role. And why do I say so? Because my mother, I lost my dad at the age of 4. My mother could not read or write, but she understood several years ago that developing the human capital is the most important assignment she had in order to make a change in this world. So she kept me in school, and I did my primary school and secondary school in Sierra Leone. I was fortunate to come to the United States, where I did my first and second degrees. And I said to myself, I'm going to change Sierra Leone. I started first with a business, and I ended up just employing 1,000 people. I said, this is not enough. This is not what I want to do. I have earned my degrees in one of the best countries in the world. I have to change Sierra Leone. The audacity that I wanted to do, I could not do as a businessman. So I decided again to try politics. It was quite difficult. You can't do politics without money, and I didn't have it. So the capital for politics anywhere in the world is the people. The people are the ones that make the decision as to who leads, especially in a democratic dispensation. So I got around and got a message for them that resonates very well with them and sits very well with everybody. I want to develop this country, but I know that development is about people and it's for people. Therefore, you cannot develop a country if you do not develop the human capital. Development itself, as we all know, we are grappling with that around the world. We are crunching statistics every day. We change paradigms on a daily basis. We have tried several theories that have failed. How can somebody who does not know numbers engage in that? How can we sustain development if we do not educate first the most important resource we have on earth, which is human capital?
So that's people and education are your priorities in this case, human capital and free quality education. And Bill, you've just heard what President Bio's priorities are. As the world's chief innovation officer, what current technologies and innovations are you most excited about that will help transform societies in countries like Sierra Leone?
Well, there's so many things we need. We need a vaccine for HIV, for malaria, and we're hard at work on that. We need better seeds, better food fortification to deal with the malnutrition issues so these kids are ready to be educated. Another whole category that I'm fascinated by is taking the digital tools to track activity. So can we see, is the teacher showing up? Can we see whether the kids, their learning is improving? Can we see if the vaccines are in stock and immediately take action if it's not there. Even at the top level, can we take the government budget, both the domestic resources and the donor money, and track it better so there's a real sense of where did this money have a strong impact, where did it not? So I think digital visibility on all these different services will help us to find the people who are doing it well, to spread best practices, and to make sure that people have a sense that the government is learning and constantly improving. So that's a kind of a new category. Young people in each of their countries will have to think about what does that look like. But if we can improve these systems, health and education systems, through digital tracking, including the money getting to the right places, I think that alone would be a gigantic innovation.
President Bio, why now? I mean, what is it about the state of the world and where Sierra Leone is at this very moment that makes you believe that focusing on human development is the right path to take?
Like I said earlier, the human resource is the most important resource that we have in the world. And any attempt to embark on development without all the countries in the world that have advanced in the past couple of years, from the examples we saw, are countries that are investing and continue to invest on human resource. I believe that through technology, again, I want to say thank you to David, who accepted my invitation to go back home from IBM. I had to find special words to convince him to go back to one of the poorest countries. But I challenge.
Right. This narrating Maada Bio say this online 8 years ago. Pretty peak. I'm pretty sure if the bank can award them say not be the work. If it not be the work, we get serious business, maybe employ like 1,000
Yes,
people.
he said they employ 1,000 people. I don't know who say, I mean, no say he been go make an attempt for open one kind dealership, motorcar dealership in Ghana. I don't know how that's been end. And I'm curious now to know who say he employ 1,000 people them.
Inside salon, na business, na farm business and other things they've been put on par.
Well, if he alone, he say he be able to employ 1,000 people them, and now he don't come as president in the state house. How come he not able to fulfill the 500,000 when a half of individually he be able to employ 1,000 people? Then now you get all the resources them at your disposal on behalf of the government. How come you not able to provide with the 500,000 we promise with the young people? So something they will not match. And you're waiting at Bill Gates in response. They talk about tracking.
The resources.
Inside the go for able know who side then spend them so that we're able know. But when you get somebody we don't go sit down with Bill Gates, then they say him believe in human resource capital. Everybody can come and make those jargons politically. But what is the matrix that you are going to use to achieve them? Where are the measurement? How do you measure that? The word quality. How do we define quality? How do we measure quality? Because the moment we're not able to come with any measurable metrics, then it just become a political mantra. That is where I have a challenge. You cannot say, like you an example. Bill Gates say, if you want to address issues about sanitation, you want to address issues about nutrition, and then thing and that, how do we account for 40 billion leons where them puts in education ministry for use for hands off our girls? Is that a transparent way?
Under the education budgets.
Thank you.
We did not do any hands off our girls or any sanitary pad.
And besides, you have the Ministry of Social Welfare. You get Gender and Women's Affairs. You get Ministry of Children. You get all that thing and that. why not implement answer for girls under them ministries then they, rather than you go give you wealth, you go hide an education ministry, then you did transfer them money then they to you wealth for, let's say, when an NGO, you left the government entity. Does that make sense? It doesn't. It is a conduit of corruption. And that is the legacy Maada Bio is leaving us. A come, we don't see a clerk of parliament and a member of parliament in the same party, Paran A and Tawa Conte, then go publicly in the media, then go accuse themselves how corruption rampant in the parliament. That issue, I know that I got one green no, and today, the posse will blow the whistle, then don't make him deputy speaker of parliament. Then you commodate, you have an ACC boss under Maada Bio, we go take teachers them, they go parade them at cotton tree. They say because they accuse them. They not go eat nakoto. They go give them placard, they humiliate them at the time. Then you get somebody when I be the clerk of parliament, where they employ in work illegally. They say no. They say that matter they refer to the president because I ain't appoint the clerk. Then the first lady, the auditor general report will come out. The ACC boss say no, well, we go begin from 1905 for the sake of sarcasm. That all the first lady that they go investigate them first before we come to this current first lady. That is the country where Maada Bio preside over. And you get the same ACC guy, he go conduct elections for the Bar Association, where instead of a unified force, now we get a division between the Lawyers Association. Now you get the Lawyers Association, then you get the Bar Association, the Lawyer Society. So the divisiveness and lawlessness don't multiply, and it not come as a surprise to me. Because remember, when we talk about lawlessness, I make way Maada Bio they talk about lawlessness. Some of we know we take it with a pinch of salt. Why? We did a convoy in a Godry Street. Maada Bio come, he bypass, he avoid the police direction, he come directly face to face with the presidential convoy of President Nkrumah. The security, the one Naim and Nkrumah say one left. So Naim make, if a president they go make some kind very inflammatory comments, you they see in members of him party they make inflammatory comments, including somebody where they tell you saying get $3 million for lay wage on our country in a simple thing for them. Nobody not come and condemn and within the SLPP. That is the type of leadership we'll get under President Bio. And that is his own definition of how he address lawlessness. And that's my own definition, we in West say, we for introduce mob justice in our country, then go kill Evangelist Samson and other people then. Then we see another act of lawlessness where somebody they say APC people therefore die. Is that what we want in our country in this tense political climate? How Maada Bio they sleep na net? Some of us they wonder. Go with your politics. SLBC 9 don't born so then 2 days there. Nobody within government. But when there is something Pademba Road, they all run go there. Then go kill people and they take today who don't know almost people and die. Who are they responsible for that? SLBC, the state broadcaster, but then people are waiting in opposition. Now then go there first for go even for empathize and give small thing to the corporation for let them sutra themselves that way. So you see, to them everything is politics. They are eyeing 2028 elections, then forget say they are still in governance and that they still get an opportunity this 2 years or so we don't left for let them come and appeal to the hearts of Sierra Leoneans and say, we don't make blunders them, we don't commit human rights violations them, but we are sorry. I want to take one example. Let somebody give me one example with all the killing that we don't happen from Pademba Road, Tombo, McKinney, Freetown, August 10, 2022, Pademba Road. Maada Bio in all his statements and not one day near for even apologize and take responsibility. But it always do what you call the gaslighting. It shifts the blame. They say APC then are terrorist them. Now then they create governance issues. They no one get a chance of govern and how an Eskuruma no they get a chance. And Eskuruma don't come on out of the picture. They in Nigeria for how many years? So you still internally look at the state of affairs in our country. All the time you they blame somebody. You left you do not then go thief you want for a say now your roommates now you left and hoping I make them go thief you. Take responsibility. That is leadership. Leadership, you for be a leader when things are ugly, you take responsibility and apologize and do the needful. The only time Maada Bio apologized to we now on behalf of ACC boss Kefala, where he go put them teachers in a cotton tree. Instead of he kick them out, let you apologize to the people, but then he can apologize on behalf of Kefala. So then you begin to wonder, what kind of leadership? You appoint people. But again, I'm not surprised. This man don't tell you, say, the state institutions are weak. Now he make in the rob and by each and every one. And when it happened this way, you get what you call the dysfunctionality of the state, which means you get state institutions them in name, but one person where they control and dictate to each and every one. Now that make even when the issue of Edmond Alpha come out, you find out say as soon as they appoint him before the man go to parliament, the bar association, because he is a member of SLPP, before they even approve the man at parliament, he don't congratulate the man. Pass later, I can withdraw back the congratulatory message. You say there has been a state capture in most relevant state institutions, including a cross-section of civil society and the media. And when that happens, then we need a radical transformation of the political space so that we transform the space so that everybody will be relevant in the political discourse, because we should have one collective aim to make Sierra Leone a better place.
All right, continue for the way to inside the program. Now we move a bit. Monday we get stranger than where they come. This is another area where a lot of people go consider for be a no-go area. Once you touch this, a lot of people will come at you very strongly. The area of the tripartite. We get people where they come again can do engagement. We own opinion, it did get engagement separately with different people, and then you go put report together, and all look make sense, because if you put all man together, Leonard know who that they talk to, who that they lie. But before we come to this one, let's first of all go backward and look at one of the engagements where they can do, and waiting they actually be the outcome of this engagement. So we'll go back to the days where we will say ECOWAS, Africa Union, and ask me all, follow-up meetings. So I'll read this statement quickly, yeah? They say, press statement following the joint assessment mission of ECOWAS, AU, and UN in Sierra Leone. The joint assessment mission of the international moral guarantors of the Agreement for National Unity, comprising of ECOWAS, AU, and UNOWAS, concludes its 4-day mission in Sierra Leone today, 21st June 2024. So this now approximately 2 years from when they do this assessment. So the joint assessment mission was co-led by H. Ifatoma Jallo Tabajan, former Vice President of the Republic of the Gambia, and H. E. Leonardo Santos Simao, the special representative of the United Nations Secretary General and head of the United Nations Office for West Africa and the Sahel, UNOWAS. The joint mission was facilitated by the Independent Commission for Peace and National Cohesion, ICPNC, in concert with the representative of the African Union Commission and the technical expert from the ECOWAS Commission and UNOWAS. The joint assessment mission was undertaken on the heels of the expected conclusion of the report of the Tripartite Committee, which was constituted by the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone on 19th December 2023 as one of the 8 resolutions of the Agreement for National Unity, signed between the government of Sierra Leone and the All People's Congress Party on 18th October 2023. The delegation paid a courtesy visit to H.A. Julius Maada Bio, the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, and had consultations with the leadership of the APC party, senior government officials, other political parties, representative of the hierarchy of the national security agencies, as well as the diplomatic community in Sierra Leone. Discussions with the different interlocutors centered around the implementation of the various resolutions of the Agreement for National Unity, the challenges encountered, and the need to continue with political dialogue to address differences for the sake of peace, stability, and the national cohesion. The mission, however, notes with concern the spate of disinformation and misinformation on social media, which is threatening the collective efforts of the different stakeholders towards achieving the objective of the agreement. Please take note of the words in the disinformation, misinformation, and then social media. I'll go to the next one. Whilst the mission, let's just some seconds, family members, then. That's not the first page. Let's just take the second page quickly. Second page, Okay. So I'll go to the second page. The second page saying, whilst the mission commends all stakeholders for their commitment to continue dialogue, exhibited through the issuance of a joint statement on 19th June 2024, committing to the implementation of Resolution 3 of the Agreement for National Unity and strengthening of inclusive democracy, it urged all stakeholders to give significant attention to the full implementation of the resolution of the agreements. As international guarantors of the agreements, the joint mission calls on the development partners of Sierra Leone to continue to remain hopeful and increase their assistance to the government and people of Sierra Leone, and further reiterate its unalloyed commitment to continue to accompany the implementation of the agreement for the peace, stability, and national cohesion of the country. The Joint ECOWAS AU-UNOWAS assessment mission reiterates its call on all political actors and the citizens to continue to remain calm and to prioritize peace, unity, and stability of the country above every other partisan interest. The mission acknowledged the call of the stakeholders to increase the regularity of visits of the international moral guarantor to ensure the smooth implementation of the Agreement for National Unity. The mission expresses deep appreciation to the President of the ECOWAS Commission, H.A. Umar Ali Toure, and the Chairperson of the African Union Commission, H.A. Moussa Faki, for availing the opportunity to undertake the assignment. Signed, H.A. Fatuma Jallo Tabanjan, former Vice President, Republic of Gambia, H.A. Leonardo Santos Simao, Secretary General and the head of the United Nations Office for West Africa and the Sahel, UNOWAS. Freetown, 21st June 2024. And I ask you first, what did you pick from this? This not a similar follow-up then they give. This follow up with them in do. Whose impact will it create now a political atmosphere?
With all due respect to the African Union, ECOWAS, and the United Nations, when they been go facilitate this agreement for national unity, there was a missed opportunity. We cannot do an agreement for national unity. You only limit time between the government of Sierra Leone and the main opposition party. What about the other progressive voices them where for don't represent the people? Because already the SLPP, not in governance, versus the main opposition. Where the voices of civil society, where them for don't be the pressure group for all them two parties they are accountable when things they want go bad or ugly. In essence, they should have also served as moral guarantors internally within the country. We have the Interreligious Council, when have been a pivotal body when we go into the Lome Peace Agreement, then play an instrumental role for serve as moral guarantors as well. So we get all them voices then they should have been there as well. Civil society, the press, also important for all people and where they renege for the implementation of this agreement. Now, we then come and go all consultations with them, but they were not part of the moral guarantorship. Now, when things then don't go into a deadlock, they come back now. How long do they do short to diplomacy? They will get internal bodies then for take responsibility, which also speaks to the sovereignty of our country. But that notwithstanding, any agreement where they go into, if you not go into them with good faith and integrity, then that's not a commodity. I will give you an example. The APC Union part of the agreement of national unity, it come with a tripartite, it come with other recommendations them for let we people and go to parliament, then go to the council, etc. In good faith, we MPs then go parliament. The chair people then go take them positions then. As I still talk to you, we still get people them, we then say them for release when a politically motivated cases and them get, we then say them for left, then still they in a prison. Then look at the most disingenuous thing will happen. They say in the document, particularly the one way born this thing about this tripartite, we talk about yes, we born about the this thing about the Electoral Commission. They say part of this whole thing. Now, because we get issues then with the 2023 elections, now I bring all these things for agreement, we born tripartite, etc. Then put two big English there inside say, therefore be implementable, and there is another word. The two words then big English then so.
Actionable and implementable.
Actionable and implementable. You there in the midst of doing that, and one of the key recommendations and say you get for make sure say the appointment of the chief electoral commissioner, no we agree say we get bodies then, the media, you get bodies like the Interreligious Council, the Bar Association, etc. May them make a search committee, let them nominate 3 people them, let them give you, Mr. President, you choose who that you want to choose. Better in the middle of that one day, you say, Bo, the 1991 Constitution is still inactive, even though somebody they way get controversy in an aid. Now that same person they force they bring. Let's see what the APC go do. Then go appointed Monalpha. Is that a way or a gentleman way of doing things? Is that somebody how you want for unite your country? By all the number of Sierra Leoneans, then why are you insisting that Paupa Ige for be Edmond Alpha? Somebody way the opposition don't make an eloquently say a name not clean, actions and ugly based on what he do na Kwenadugu during one by election. Why do you want to insist on that same person there?
But we
And
don't
now-
get for example how you call this the communication person ECSL Albert Masako Al Gore. We don't tell we say that not to true Edmond no ever change figure.
Well, you know what? He was the person we go preside over the north, and the Gauti then called say the box stays here. This man, na him been be the commissioner for the north at that time. We didn't do the by-elections. So if they go able to do that one day, the APC raise an alarm, then the ECSL tell we say then go do administrative action against that action, that ugly incident day. Uda na the first person where you they come all. Now the person when I been the commissioner na the north. So the box stays with him. So if with all of that, and this same person don't come publicly, they tell we say, the same way we then do 2023. And the same 2023, now him bring into this agreement here, we they talk about agreement of national unity and tripartite. Now because issues then been there. Then in the midst of doing this implementation, then you can't say, nothing not get for change. I will be doing now, so they do. Is that a rational way of engaging? Then you come after they don't go appoint you, begin they can dance unnecessary way. We very provocative. It be na so it will be. I will say na so it don't be able. And you are somebody
So
that
with all of this, we will see so the repeats of what we see so from the signed document, we now from the 21st of June 2024, approximately 2 years from where they do this follow-up, then they can do another follow-up again. This time, the follow-up where then they can do the chief negotiator, one of them, Winner Samoa Kamara, not in the lead. Now we don't get Kaifala Mara, although we they understand, say, some people they say then they engage with like the chief and the peace commission being say then they talk with Samoa Kamara and all of the things in there. When the itinerary will get nothing like Samoa Kamara in special meeting or they with them, but then say with APC. We mean say Samoa Kamara and APC and APC then they meet with forget of this kind of discussion. But the question still remains. We get this first follow-up and nothing will come out positive. Not just worse. This follow-up this time way then they can do. The same style, the same pattern, the same people. You think say it will create any impact, it will get for make any changes, it will get for see, this government they do fast tracking on several things or them get for go with the same thing. Because like you guys say they say Edmond Alpha, for example, not being supposed for day now the ECSL. But now after that follow-up day, the president don't become chief electoral commissioner. What thing will change? You think say anything will change?
Maada Bio they listen to Sierra Leoneans and not care the way we feel. When you do interview with Bill Gates, they tell you say power is from the people, etc. But you find out say the way they treat we, they not care about we.
And they don't talk and say they ask we.
Yeah, they do anything we want to. Maybe, and they use the word maybe, when international multilateral organizations they come, it might listen to them. It might, but so far, na person we not reliable. They will can't talk one thing, as they then turn them back. Look the thing what they do. Now opposite thing they do. So to me, now a question of wait and see. But I don't trust him because you go there in negotiations in the middle of the game. You begin to shift the goalpost. You the cherry pick what you want to do. Then where people then complain, you say no. APC no one give me chance for that rule. I don't think say fair to. Lord, we pull this thing between APC and Maada Bio in government. Let Maada Bio say anything why they do, let do one for the sake of Sierra Leone, people of Sierra Leone. If he do that one day for the people of Sierra Leone, maybe by the time he left, where some of we they write about in legacy, we will say like how we able for member Tijan Kaba, for say a swell at the bitter pill, for let we get peace through the Lome Peace Agreement with the RUF. And I just want to make this point here. This agreement of national unity are also being wished when them be don't reach am, then for go submit an a parliament, let parliament do am like how to we do the Lome Peace Agreement. So that the government no go just cherry pick. Because if you go use two fine words them implementable and actionable, then parliament's no endorse them, then Maada Bio will say, you know what, these are just recommendations. I am doing what the 1991 Constitution
You
says.
just don't knock something just now. The Lome Peace Accord, where we make Mfode Sanko second vice president or so, you know, being go through parliament, we make it become that kind of law.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Because
The
I
document-
see people and they say, oh, be just that kind of agreement, you know.
No.
So waiting.
No.
So from what you say now, the Lome Peace Accord, we go to parliament, we give for the Sanko the chance for to be vice president, different with this one, not to the same law.
Because the Lome Peace Agreement or Constitution not get nothing for do with a second vice president. Let's say you can get now I make the language with and craft in the Lome Peace Agreement. Let's say it will be the chairman for the mine minerals in our country with the equivalence of a position of a vice president. And now that make the documents and go in a parliament. Because you cannot enter. Even
Then parliament be
though it
endorsed
was
that, be approve that
endorsed.
document.
Yes. Now, so for the Sanko end up come for take over that position there.
So that
this-
argument where a lot of women they go on with say, you know, this tripartite when are agreements, you know, with different party there and the Lome Peace Accord or the reason we make, you know, for the Sanko be vice president is completely different because it go to parliament and this no go to parliament.
Well, even for the Sanko, the vice president, they say impose equivalence. They use the word because you cannot contradict anything in the 1991 Constitution. And maybe know this because I remember when I've been there campaign for good governance, I was very active in the civil society. The Lome Peace Agreements, and we've been getting the responsibility. That's in the mean I've been information and research officer. Now through the agreements there, I get the opportunity for travel the entire country, for go engage people in the communities there for explain what's in there inside the agreement as a buy-in. Because people let me take and say the government don't sell out because they don't cut their foods and don't cut their hand and they don't bring food inside government. So how do we explain that to the people for they on the same page, coming from a civil society perspective? It is a way for let people understand the bitter pills for peace. So that was the way we handled it at the time. So when we get this same agreement here, that is why I was saying the people in our country were not involved. And the agreement for national unity is just not between APC and the government. What about the majority of other people that were not even involved in politics? Because when they talk about national agreement, they are part of the agreement. They should be part of it. Because
So you think say the you know Maada Bio, you know, go ready or go willing for take this agreement na parliament?
In fact, they not take the thing at parliament, the man they pan, and not they do anything we not suit them. You know that thing when they call cherry pick. They just see by where you go na the grapes farm, where you go for go pick the grapes. You they look the one way not rotten. Now you the left, you pick the one way you know say sweet. So
Good
na the
for
same thing in the Yes. It dey
Because
back-
wetin make I dey ask so, you know, any government document, na the leader of government business, when as SNPP member, na him for table and a parliament, and then the speaker they take am and then
they are not interested.
they're not getting it. I don't know the last time we see private member bill in a parliament, you know, where they approve.
They are
am.
not interested in that.
So if they're not interested and then they push against all waiting inside this, and then they talk about things them way, you know, they want for pick, like you say, cherry pick the Marcela Samba say new issue, this and that. You think by any chance, Maada Bio and in team go say, okay, Tirelo finally lay these documents na parliament and lay parliament and this for lay na parliament na one, for make sure say they approve and another one.
But even than this, Lo we say what's up past Gary, they not carry single parliament said Leande. If Maada Bio been journeying with the people in our country, you know go day in the middle of implementing a document where people don't spend a lot of time in, then you go appoint somebody. Even look at what they do now, the recommendation where they even put for the people and where for choose the chief electoral commissioner. And then go change them. Now in for choose for them people and their organization then they. Like Sludge, now in go choose say this person and they can represent Sludge for the search committee. Why you not go let the organizations and choose? Let them hold their own internal consultations. When they're done, they say, okay, this is the team that is going to search for the chief electoral commissioner, then submit the 3 names to you. Why not you, the president, want for go choose again for people that way you know to a member of their organization? So you go see the ingenuity, honest.
So with all of this we really see, yeah, with outside our word, when are implementable and actionable SIDOM in all of this tripartite. Because from what I don't understand from you, the word implementable and actionable go only get rank when these documents go to parliament. Without that, and not go implementable, and not go be actionable. And
Well,
not
even if you not go parliament, we dey expect say political leaders for come with integrity and honesty. If Maada Bio he gets a golden opportunity with all the terrible things that we don't do in that country, this or don't be an opportunity for unite the country. If or don't be a golden opportunity for him, he go say, okay, you know what? I'm not going to appoint an electoral commissioner because we dey discuss this thing. It in a document already. We only reflects on the CRC, so that if they amend the 1991 constitution, we will use that as a blueprint for let we appoint. When you do that, you don't demonstrate leadership and commitment to integrity. But you know what they in the middle of this? Now make APC not craze just for say they come on a parliament. No. They owe it to the people of Sierra Leone. They want to serve. But you cannot be serving the only weapon where you get. Now for say, okay, we will express with dissatisfaction. Why should we be part of this? The soup. Low we accommodate, low we see. Now that make all the reason we make you see the international bodies and they come. The only concern some of we get now is when them bodies there then come, then go able force Maada Bio for actionable and implementable decisions. The way
it's
they
not a big question.
So to me, this is the huge question. So it becomes therefore a wait and see.
So because the
there's a
international
network.
community is supposed for they do research before they come. They're supposed for the listen to other than for listen to before they come. But if you watch from all of what we see, now only APT we get contrary review then get for meet up with. But all the other one them now others get view in support of the government, now then they get for meet with. So if all of them people and they put voice together and say the government don't try and APC just say the government not try, you think say the international community go look the complaint of APC as serious thing?
Then it's not good for country. Because this, I can always tell people and say, when you study conflict not they happen just because you read guns, then they shoot. Conflicts not they happen because you see people they hold cutlass or then they stone themselves. These not the precursors of conflict. We be say when you get political stalemate, now it can lead to a bigger situation, which we don't want for our country. If you go to the International Crisis Group, the conflicts of modern times then emanate from political disagreements. Not to tribe, not to region, na basic political disagreements, na they generate conflicts. And some of us watching, now it make you very concerned. We don't want our country slide into conflict. Because I be expect say Maada Bio we saying that the father of democracy. If I don't go read the Truth and Reconciliation Commission reports, where in actions and way they do, now some of the recommendations the way they put on the TRC report say nobody know for do that because it creates conflicts in the country. That political marginalization, that we not take all, that thing about name calling, is not good for we. So he has a responsibility because he is the fountain of honor. Now that make in comments recently for let you go say for let inside born to not say other side of the country. Anybody will file like APC if or die. That's one of the most despicable statements a person will make when you're president for a country. It is wrong, it is abhorrible, it is despicable, and it should be condemned in no uncertain terms. Because it's not only divisive, but get the potential for create chaos in the country.
Okay.
And we don't see example of that.
Right. Continue for the way to inside the program. I think I see one comment where warrants we for look for one of the APC member of parliament and for car with them. Then say the position in parliament also had the duty to hold the government accountable and ensure the agreement for national unity was presented before parliament. APC parliamentary had the duty to tell the people of Sierra Leone that the government had failed to present the ANU to parliament. I think not just that thing get for do. For talk say they're not being to, but presenting government documents to the parliament, not to the responsibility of the APC member of parliament. But I think say informing the people about that they as well very much important. But I think we will get for being and come and get discussion around that. So now we'll just look something quickly around this meeting. You know, waiting I've been trying for ask just now. This not the people in way them people are they meet with. Then they meet with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Then they meet with the Independent Commission for Peace and Cohesion. Then they meet with the Chief Minister and other ministers, them, the police, the CDS, the military, and other people there. Then they meet with the judiciary. Then they meet with the judiciary, yes, the Minister of Justice and the deputy. You know, and let me just see. Then get other get. Then they meet with quickly. Then they meet with. Then they meet with Statistics Sierra Leone. Then they meet with the leadership of parliament, both APC and the SLPP. Then they meet with Political Party Regulation Commission, you know, when a PPRC. Then they meet with APC. Sorry, the All Political Party Association. Then they meet with the ACSL. Then they meet with other electoral management bodies like Civil Registration Authority. Then they meet with the security agencies. Then they meet with the diplomatic community. Then they meet with CSOs and other stakeholders. Then they meet with the president, and of course they get for meet with APC. So all of them when they are, so we all know how they're going to get it right now. We just don't talk about state capture. So all of them are civil society. We all know the upper, how the upper day. We all know how the civil society they can speak and all of them things there. So not only APC. So the last question on this. Another on the spot. With hope for any good thing.
Optimistically, I will say let's hope for the better. None of the brighter side that it gives so.
Okay.
But for me, when the moral guarantors them can wait and go. The question why I get for them, who side then they say we reach to this point to get a political stalemate like this, which means now a knee-jerk approach. Then therefore be proactive. Even let them come tell we say, waiting at the progress so far, where are we? So that we don't see any potential red flag, then go able address them immediately. But you know the way, you see, conflict prevention is very, very tenable. Now in the make, rather than the way to conflict make. Where conflict broke, the art for make. Now that make we can always say you get negative peace. That peace way you dey see like ebe, you dey see am pantap, everything okay, but we put you hand under, you know, say bang a wham. Now so ebe dey. So no wait till you go put you hand there. Prevent am. We prevent am is less expensive, and the capitals them of make we get representatives them at the sub-region for all them multilateral organizations there. Therefore, able see when they raise red flag for address am. I will end up reach to this position for the second time under your presidency. We can't get a situation where people in the walk out of parliament and other councils them. Is it because they just want to walk out? Or you do something way ugly? So you as president for able to don't say, now this kind of country may want way na me party no more than a parliament. How I go feel as a president? And whose efforts are they make? And I listen to with Chairman Payansane, then write repeatedly, then say they want for meet with Maada Bio. He refused to even acknowledge their calls or even respond to their letters. I don't think say that is the way you treat a main opposition party in a country. Because when the party they bring them things and they forget saying now your political opponents them. Treat them first as Sierra Leoneans. Treat them as Sierra Leoneans. Because politics, I can tell people them, power na biscuit. We be done day into governance 10 uninterrupted years. If you be ask me, say, Berete, 2018, una they lost power, una no go dey into governance, I will tell you, say, not possible. So, the lesson is, when you gain a power, treat your fellow human being not as an opponent politically, but as a fellow Sierra Leonean, because power na biscuit, it can broke, it change at any time. And when it broke, if them people and they then can have power, when you can have power, we say, ude tongi, that's when the Sierra Leone they born. And we don't want that for our country.
Okay.
Things they're hard for people them, though we maintain political decorum. So that person would go in dragging, in hustling, and not would remember say, oh my God, something will erupt at any time from now. No wonder fragility in our country.
Okay. All right, let's continue further with inside the program. My name is Abdullah Beiti, former spokesman for the former president. Okay, so now in a time for we go over to our hope the line will be okay today. For go over to una and get una views them into wait we don't discuss inside the program today. We don't discuss. We don't talk about the 8 years of Maada Bio. We don't talk about the National Unity Agreements, stock, tripartite. We don't talk about who's how we go, 3 years, 2 years more, who's how we day, and all of them things in there. And today we don't even talk about something we not can discuss normally. We not for lay the tripartite agreement na parliament, because the Lome Peace Accord for lay for the Sanka who get the post way equivalent to second vice president, they actually be lay that document in the parliament and they approve them. The mace been did it and discuss them and they approve them. But this one, nothing not good yet. So the word actionable and implementable, a kind of question, it don't become questionable. Actionable, implementable, don't questionable. Somebody just to say the MP them supposed for pile pressure for the government go able to do that. Well, I wonder if this person at some point in yeri with the speaker, with the speaker no one for yeri, how we can shut the APC member of parliament them up. And they tell them plain one of them face say no, keep quiet and sit down. We know they talk about that right now. We know they talk about that I'd wonder, if they don't ever hear that one day. But still, the person get legitimate question, and we will find out. Fen one time we will find the APC member of parliament. Then follow can talk about this one, because for let them stay out of governance now one, but for let we actually get a real discussion as well as to which side we did waiting exactly they happen. That could be another very much important something. So you can call now and add your voice inside the program. The line door open, waiting you get interest for talk about inside the program today. The line door open, call now and add your voice inside the program. Now just check and see. Okay, yes. And we go and get the first call. Welcome to the show, family member. You name and inside the call form.
Yes, how are you? We are how are you doing?
We do fine by God and by yourself.
Thank you. This is a very important discussion we bring up today, and especially the ratification of the ANU.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that Maada Bio not a genuine man, now for the records, because in Tijankaba, now being also a tripartite in the Lome Peace Accord, because now being between the RAF, the United Nations, and the government of Sierra Leone. So when they get the signature, they take the government now the sole responsibility, because any document the government sign, not on Maada Bio, now government of Sierra Leone, anybody wait for council, then you all have to account for that kind of document. So now you your responsibility, that constitution and mandates given to them as president and the government for make sure say they follow the law and take out to parliament, because one, Maada Bio get no right for even action on that document without taking it to parliament. But what will be they say? We know say the APC they get problem with parliamentarians. And what will be they say? Therefore, we don't call them to attention. Say we are presenting this issue to UNA as government for let UNA lay this document at parliament. If they refuse, then go tell the people of Sierra Leone, the APC supporters, therefore say we don't ask the government for follow a rule where they not fail for rule. Now the international moral guarantors they come. They therefore ask them questions here to the APC. What do UNA do? Are there any records of showing that UNA be ask the government for pass this bill in parliament? Because they not for tell Maada Bio, or they not for tell anybody for say they need for take them. For example, pick one, when Tijankaba been signed the Wanza boats deal as government, when you go, they not pay the money. The Wanza company then take and it's by Koma, the government as salary and can I pay that money. I think have been $27 million or 21.
Yes.
Not only business, not only the responsibility of Wanza for say will take an parliament or not. But what will happen? They say we sign with we now to government. Not so we don't know if you are Pakaba or honest. We pay we then take them at the International Criminal Court. The government pay because now an obligation. Anything government of Sierra Leone sign, we don't know they sign. The moral guarantors then get the responsibility for hold Maada Bio accountable. Now make them tie the implementation on head because they don't say.
So quick one, because you don't exceed it. And I ask you this question. You get me?
Yes, sir.
Just quick one. So now that we don't know, say, this document supposed for go na parliament and for let it approve, and just like the Lome Peace Accord, where we been on the talk all along but for the Sanko, you think say the willingness of Maada Bio Day for actually make we all hear about that word actionable and implementable? You think say willing for do that, taking into consideration the Edmond Alpha and other things the way they do right now?
Yes, we all know say Maada Bio is not willing.
Okay.
And taking the document to parliament, now at Maada Bio in detriment when then the whole hands were accountable. That one day, now the people of Sierra Leone will ask them, so say, una not inform me through with parliament for say these documents una don't go sign them. What is the responsibility of the moral guarantors to be understanding? Now then sign documents with them. Not all the moral guarantors for can't tell Maada Bio to take the documents to parliament. The standard we don't establish that. You have signed an agreement with us to say you should implement, and then strategically try the implementation on Maada Bio. We then say in the Maada Bio, the president. They don't write in memo. They say the president. They don't write Maada Bio. They go read the statement.
Yes,
they say the president will implement them. They don't even say Maada Bio.
You're correct.
Now for let you know, say they, yes, because any president will come.
If we
you
take
fail
action.
for
All right.
implementing
Thank you very
documents,
much.
then they're only accountable.
Thank you. I think this
Thank
now
you,
is
sir.
very sensitive point where we touch this net. So thank you. Okay, so whilst we wait for calls then for come inside, Abdullah Beatty, we still wait for some calls then for come inside. I think this issue of Parliament and these documents, I think this way we really need for touch on serious one, because it's very, very much important, and I think gets the make and break for these documents. They break because you're not going to Parliament, nothing other way Maada Bio they do with editing and serious. They make if you go to Parliament, now a good thing. So, but from this caller, Maada Bio aware say if these documents go to Parliament, a go for Duam, then go accountable. But anyway, I'll come to you just now. Let's just take some few calls. I'll be fixed will get lag. Welcome to the show, family member. You name me call from.
Hello.
Yes, welcome.
Yeah, my name is Lamin. I call from US.
Welcome, Lamin, the great platform.
Yes, same here. I just want to you thank you and you guest Mr. Berity. Thanks. At least for this awareness raising. Yeah, I think the APC at the time this now way they also need for really come to one, for the interest of the people. Yeah, I think the executive also really don't try, because when people they talk in terms of this tripartite, I think APC don't hold a lot of how I will call them press conferences in the party office. If people they follow, where then don't they document, then don't they inform the public about all these things where they're happening. So I believe say they get strong-headed people. Let them just put a vibrant team. We go make a solid case. You see, because waiting there people there just want to document. Because I remember even the last meeting, I want to know the way they be advised. So I hope say them put the house and get some sober people them. We can able put that in cases then so solid. You see, but me at least I'll be positive. The international community they're a very strategic partner for that country. You see. When you see that man, they make so all. If them bad, then they also put foot down. You understand? For let the right thing be done. It will happen. Yeah, I will be optimistic. Okay, right. Thank you, bro.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. I think say this next discussion counts more hope for Salon people especially this area, and now this now more pressure. Our eye opener for this for the people of Salon. Very important. Welcome to the show, family member. You name and also call from.
Yeah, this is Batonga.
Batonga, yes, the man is safe. Go ahead.
Yes, me still blame APC for this impasse where the country they're in right now.
Okay.
If APC we don't stand from day one, where they say they win election, they say they will not move from them. Tripartite or not tripartite, something for that happen. Make not to even think we for wait for international community for come and help with. This nothing who says that for us all for who say we the citizens there. But would they blame each other? This they blame Samora, that they blame this one. So for make this man they come and talk on issues there now, and they look at her like why you don't take a stand, say make we stick to the election. Now the man this way coined the phrase, it's done and dusted. That was I didn't have the SFPP forum, then apply the other forum them around the southeast. Now this man they be constantly the could say we see the former presidential spokesman he said say this year don't done. The order already now for move 2028. Well, we don't see now say moving 2028, it's not get for possible. I always tell people them, me not even if you say Maada Bio, he says SSF, you want left power. Right now, when I go around the minister, the other man there now, none of them are free so right now. The order go apply. Because them believe now say, whoever go be the next flag bearer, now go be the president. Then they spend a lot of resources and a lot of their time applying. Oh, they say what happened 2023, not get happen again. how una able for stop them man? At least I can ask una then 2028 man. They get the army, they get the military. Now they talk about forget private army. Not forget, so the president don't go, it already the alert, the Kamajo, the made stand by. When I get the guns there, when I get the forces there for Fed Semaya, if they do the same thing again, when I not get her.
Right.
So this year, when I go and talk, so me, when I just waste on time. Because if I not go back and say, go and stick to 2023, more see how that happen, how the tripartite will come about. All this so they talk is just waste of time if I'm good. When I think, but this country, now one thing, you when they stand for the right thing, like what you want to say they do, so they stand for the right thing. Now you're not the bad person. Anytime when somebody puts your foot down, they say this and they agree. Now you they look at say now you're not the bad one. Now so this country all time. Family, I want to thank you.
Thank you. We go again on the line and take another call. Welcome to the show, family member. You name and say the call from.
Yes, yeah. How are everybody?
Thank God, I say.
Alhamdulillah, this is Cyprus caller. Mr. Guarantors, you sir.
Yes, Chief. How are you doing?
Good. I call from Cyprus. First thing first, where they say, stability, this is a very important one. Now, for not and down, let you go tell whosoever we responsible, the APC member, the executive there. Una, the politician, we are not take people in other countries serious. To be honest with you now. Because, look, this tripartite way they be, the first thing we didn't do for that, I call and say that national unity. Before una make an open let everybody see, una go, they say they go do it for the people of Sierra Leone, but they go do a secret society. So this time around, the people the way they come, una not allow them, let them go make a secret society. Let them make an open let salon people they see, let them hear what you know they discuss there. That's number one. Then number two, una try for expose the people that will be vote against Lara Taylor Pierce, so that other people are not going to do bad thing where they will cover it again. Because if una continue for do this, una they just they disturb una self. Because how on earth then they go vote against that woman there? Then we don't investigate according to what they tell. They don't investigate. They then keep the people and not get mind for pulling, let people know. So if this continue, as it was say this back way they can't say they go sit down back on the meeting. They will just go down full on our back on our keep back secrets. Any other thing they can't be in the secret back. So now they keep they stop people in other countries. So please tell the one that we responsible for whosoever we responsible may try for do this year, openly this time around, please. This is number two thing they will get for say. Then the last one, please, the last one.
Thank you. You don't exceed the time.
The last one.
Okay, go ahead.
Anybody where they talk say Maada Bio na father of democracy. For me now, I they swear now say let that post the road mad.
Sorry. We'll go to another call again. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name and answer the call from, please.
I call from London. I just a call because I think we need to pay attention to it in the Ghana salon. Now then things they are linked to the Warner salon. And if we're not careful, 2028 we see big thing in the salon and not to resource war like we see before. But if we see that tribalistic war, and that is more dangerous than the war we beget before. I think one thing people need to also pay attention after the 2023 election, Maada Bio had a court. It don't lost feeling for the country. And also see the real result of that 2023, make it at a quelling because since then Maada Bio not care about the country. Maada Bio don't sell the country for one grand girl picking for protect them. Maada Bio no say no able for Canada West after I left power. So I need for make sure say he able for stay in a salon because not get other oaths for go. I think say we country we really need for teach Maada Bio lessons say we don't want this kind of thing again in our country. One not for come back in our country. What did we see before a bad? And Maada Bio they need for left for call and father of democracy. If anything, I'm more not being father of democracy because I bring the constitution to a country. That is not the only person in that country where don't ever say sorry to the people who fail them. You know, I really sad waiting they go in our country, and I don't know how people are able to go along with all waiting they go and not get feeling for the country. You know, some people they need to wake up, realize that this country big past them. This is not APC or SLPP. These are the people's lives, and they play with people that like them. This is not a party. Now, people that like them, and the future generation they die so. It's not fine. Okay, bye.
Thank you. All right, so we go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the show, family member. You name and the call phone, please.
Sir. Yeah, you see, I don't know how we go put this visually on people. Let God give you the right leader, the weakest soldiers for that country.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest problem we make this document get a stalemate. So you know the reason because of Samura Kamara. Because Naina was the lead negotiator for APC. I believe one of the best person way for deal with APC, you understand? Together, they're able to fight for the documents for they will pass. I don't know. Maybe Samura Kamara, you understand? He not fight for this bill. Maybe they will expose them on something we don't go time. You understand? Because in one normal, you fight for the document, which I portray to we. You fight for this document for letting go to the government and get his national unity government. You understand? And take to this tripartite. At the end, you let the document as street and betray the people that will suffer for you. Let them stand in a dance for you. You understand? Which really is a hard thing. You know, and now this they affect the APC at this moment. You know, because APC don't know, I will definitely tell you, no, how to fight this fight. If you know, the mistake was on their since because the leading negotiator not able work with them according to. If they block them, any step they want to take, they block them. You understand? So this don't bring a stalemate. So now then they do enough for let the government, which they don't sign, which they don't see, let the government go work towards that. Now in APC they do so, you know, but it really sad. And here comes the genuine. If you really Maada Bio left this country, you understand? This is a simple thing where they able to bring unity at the country. You know, and now here the APC, they say for press, this is not only APC alone. If the civil society, you understand, the citizen genuine, other than go meet, then genuine for this country, let me get peace. You understand? For really. They put the country first. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Well, we take a few calls. Let's just take 3 calls quickly and then we'll wrap up. Quickly, 3 calls. Let's see. Then we'll wrap up. Quick one. The program we watch now we are on YouTube and on Facebook. Welcome to the show, family member. You may answer call from, please.
Yeah, Simple Pierre. So, thank you very much, boss.
Yes.
How you do, sir?
Thank God, yourself.
Tell you almighty thank you, Mr. Begete, how are you, sir? I want to thank you for this program this night. Mando Yega say, you know, the points they're already in place, you know. I believe, say, this is not the best time for ever you say go fight for electoral justice. We cannot say the AEW. And the best thing is for go fight for electoral justice here in Samoa. Let not just consider now we had the disrespect we. Yeah.
Disrespect
you very much, boss.
How did disrespect you?
Let God bless you now.
Hello?
Yeah.
How did disrespect you now?
Sorry?
How did disrespect you now?
Well, he walked off from when I had then there. We just because Mr. Ajibutelan.
Okay, all right, okay. I don't get the name. Yes. I missed the name. Okay, no problem. Thank you very much.
Yes, bro.
Okay, I think they talk about why he said sorry about that. I missed the name. Okay, so we go on. Take another call. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name and the call from. Hello, caller.
This now is the call from Canada.
Welcome to the platform.
First of all, the question I want to ask Mr. Abdullah Berete, are you sure APC win this 2023 election? If APC win this election 2023, why did they go into agreement or tripartite agreement? Because I know we don't know say I win first, then I go for logo agree on something where I know say I don't win. That's now one point. Number two, it is but very clear now, say the ruling government no one for make this tripartite be clear or let them able to work on them. Because when you look at parliament, then for me set up a body way for oversee ECSL. Long Mr. Ability answer if that body don't be set. If it not been set up, what do you feel say make them not set them up? And ECSL they power work right now, they put things there in place. And then last one quick thing here. If the ruling government not agree for implement the tripartite, waiting at the way forward, Mr. Ability. Thank you very much.
Okay. Now to the last call inside the program. Quick one. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name and the call from, please. Hello. Okay, Mr. Wande, we still go for the last one. Low hunt for the last one. Then we see what we get. Don't forget to like and share the program. And if you're not subscribed, please consider for those. So welcome to the show, family member. Your name and the call from, please.
Yeah, my name is Ibrahim. I call from Sacramento, California.
Welcome, sir. Get the platform.
Yeah. I'm so happy for get chance to talk on this program. Based on Mr. Ability experience, because of behavioral study they do in Canada, you can see one test na behavioral study they do. Ability for them able for diagnose Maada Bio now. Maada Bio na psychopath. No, not to strategies, not to wicked person, not to anything. The guy is psychopath. If they see the way the guy they behave, the man know they regret anything we do. A strategist na person way is smart and intelligent. He go plan something if he fail, he go see I reverse. But they see the guy know they reverse for do anything. That what is not a smart man, not an intelligent man. The man just lack the experience for understanding how bad he do. Now that mistake they salon people enable to take for understanding Maada Bio na psychopath now get. Secondly, to the APC. The APC go continue for fail themselves and salon. First them feel say they want for fight Maada Bio with law. You cannot fight a lawless man who is in charge with the law. He the only first lawless man where independent person they in charge of the law. So the person will go face the law and they try fairly. So how you go face somebody who are lawless person with the law, and when are the person in charge of the law? So that law way they say we are lawful, we are obedient to our lawful. It's all about somebody take power shot for can pull you, for can kill you, and say are the fighter with the law. You need for fight a lawless man lawlessly until we restore the law. Somebody in charge of the law and the person lawless, and he say the fighter with the law. So I don't understand the intelligence of APC people. APC people will get intelligent man than APC, and a smart man will not get. A smart person understand what he for do, I for do, and when he for do.
Okay, thank you.
But they don't even understand. 8 years, they don't still understand. Say Maada Bio in effect outlaw. The guy is lawless and a psychopath.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you very much. All right. Over to you. Interesting constant this night. Interesting. Myself, I don't know if now because of it, I think it's about time for we actually come together and avoid blame game rather than piling pressure on the right thing. But anyway, over to you.
Thank you so much. And I want to tell the callers them plenty thank you. They make very important points. And one, Batonga make a point where say 2023 versus 2028. If we not fight for 2023, whose guarantee we get, say, 2028 APC will come to power. That's a very important point to make. But the point here is, I think, say, the party APC, including with former flag bearer Dr. Samura Kamara, they all don't come together now. They don't agree, say, for the sake of tranquility, let we move, for let we see, say, the agreement for national unity. It will be something we go able to address all the mistakes that will happen 2023, including the thief with and thief the election, so that elections in the future will be better. I think, say, now on that understanding day, for the sake of Sierra Leone and governance, we say, okay, let the party go, Dr. Samura back agree, go into this agreement for national unity with Maada Bio. So if we don't reach to this point here now, the expectation is Maada Bio for able for come in good faith. But the overall thing which me gather here, the two big English words that we then use, actionable or implementable. The question we then not address is, how do we action and implement them? And if one party no agree for actionable and for implement, waiting for be the repercussion. That was left loose. And because it left loose, na that lacuna de na in Maada Bio and in people and they exploit for cherry pick, waiting and feel say they suit them, na in them they do. And I agree with this person we say, this team where they come, where they say moral guarantors them, therefore be very transparent. All not to just behind the scenes for don't go meeting them. Let them come publicly, maybe after all the consultations and all the press conference, then talk to the people them, and therefore get organizations and where they go talk to the people them across the country in their local languages, like what we've been doing with the local Lome Peace Agreement, so that people then will be part of the process. Because Sierra Leone is bigger than, just like waiting the caller from London say, it says Salon big passport party politics. And I agree with them. SLPP right now, everything about them is SLPP and politics. Then forget say, before you be SLPP, before you be a member of that party, you are a Sierra Leonean force. And therefore, all your actions should speak to how you can bring Sierra Leoneans together for the sake of peace and tranquility, so that we can ward against any potential conflict where the lady from London alluded to. So for me, I pray, Lord not reach to that point there. Because politics not supposed to be like war. It's not supposed to be fight. Because I remember I read one novel when David Lamb, a journalist, write, where he indict African politics, say wake up and politics, if feel like mini war. So Lord will not be the harbingers for that. Lord we defy that theory. They say we are a civilized people. We don't go through a lot of challenges, but we don't go through the Rubicon as well. I think say politics not for be a question of do or die. But Lord we do the needful so that the Kutu Constitution say political sovereignty lies in the hands of the people, so that the people will go vote, then their votes become meaningless. Because when that happens, then no democracy, they're on a life support. We don't want that for our country at all. Lord, we learn from history how conflicts, political conflict don't disintegrate societies, people then die, fate happen, it generate into tribal and regional politics. Sierra Leone, we don't deserve that. Now that make if we see somebody like Maada Bio come with a lot of divisive comments, we should be able to come out publicly, very boldly, for go after them. For say this thing where they talk so, it's not good for country, it's divisive, and it get a tendency for create anarchy and chaos. Then somebody say, oh, Samura, na irresponsible. I don't want to go into a blame game anymore. We don't pass that stage. Samura, in my opinion, is still relevant in the APC. Somebody we don't care, we go for 2 terms for be flag bearer. It gets in young people and we support them. That was why we all been go 2023. We go support them, we vote. Say then go send tear gas for win a party office. Then one go kill we. Say who lost Mami Dumbuya, may in soul rest in peace. So for now, all APC need for do is let us continue to reach out to Dr. Samura and in people them so that we come as a united force. When we come as a united force, SLPP will know say we are determined, and we also owe it to Sierra Leoneans that we are a party ready to take over the reins of governance. But the people should see that we are really ready for that. Then somebody asked a very tricky question. He said, why APC go into an agreement for national unity if we been win the 2023 elections? Dana me brother we call now from Canada. You see, we don't make them very clear, say, the 2023 elections are faulty. Not to APC one talking. The African Union talking, the Carter Foundation talking, the European Union talking, and even the National Elections Watch, where they don't call now, so they want to go probe na parliament, then talk and say, no party no go able to win the first round in the 2023 elections. Alala don't come between the APC and the SLPP, they don't go swear Maada Bio, don't be president. We don't come on a parliament. Later, we get moral guarantors and can then for foster and say, you know what, for the sake of peace, now I make Samura Kamara will be in contest and the party, they all come and say, well, let's go into this conversation. That's all we say, we decide for go so that we hope say, Maada Bio and in government will able to see reason for let them do the needful, all the mistakes them, all the concerns, the apprehensions them where APC don't raise, we for able to address them. So that quietness go there, we go into 2028 elections. But for goodness sake, we not go there, the agreement so we don't go into, then you the cherry pick them, then you know they do them in good faith. Even the secretariat, you go appoint somebody without consulting the APC. Now they me go come publicly say the UPATI for don't make a non-cooperation in the tripartite for go appoint somebody when Angolo Kata without the blessing of the party, because they say consensus or they for all their kind of appointments and they. But that did not happen. So now that make SLPP then get a strategy, then they test the WhatsApp at one thing, we then overcome them, then go back by other one. But we should be able to tell them that they don't push me to the wall to the extent that we ready for sacrifice everything for make sure say democracy and sanity prevail in Sierra Leone. And we not believe in violence because that has been the position of the party. You can able make very meaningful and structural changes through non-violent strategies like what Mahatma Gandhi did do. So that is what we believe in. And we also believe, say, as a law-abiding party, we cannot fall under the bait where SLPP want push into violence. Imagine the inflammatory statements that they make. Then we come back or buy into that. That and they will not reduce ourselves to them. We cannot do that. Now, the big question in this conversation tonight, then say if SLPP fail for implement the agreement for national unity, waiting next for country, waiting next for the APC. That question there is a very difficult question because for me, the actionable and implementable provisions and within at the ANU, we Maada Bio then they do so waiting and they misbehave with this tripartite and the agreement itself. Who is there to hold them accountable? Now only way ECOWAS, African Union, the UN, all turn them fly can our country as then go back, Maada Bio go back the same terrible things then. So this question is for all of us Sierra Leoneans. Are we ready to rise up to the occasion that the things for national agreement, it is not just between APC and SLPP or the government, because the fine things that we did inside, if they implement them, it is for the betterment of Sierra Leone, and Sierra Leoneans deserve better. And this is where this conversation tonight, I like the interaction with the public, because they brought up very salient issues then. Usa we don't come out, Usa we don't do now, and the way forward. And the way forward for me is, it should be everybody's business. Law we say, APC say, well, you know what? We know they go back into governance. We they stay now, we turn opposition for all this government accountable. Then the government say, well, we will continue for do the terrible things then. At the end of the day, when the suffering come and the violation of human rights happen in our country, not to just APC, they suffer the gauntlet. SLPP, they choose, then young people, them protect them. To them, there has been a dichotomy. If you know to SLPP, you know to Sierra Leonean, even if you know to a member of the APC. So they already don't get that mentality there. So this is where the responsibility for law we better we country should be everybody's responsibility. And I want to tell Luna say, there are some people in the SLPP, we quietly, some of them will reach out to us to say they condemn the actions and the statements and way the presidents they make, but that they have no option. And they tell them, say, well, you have an option. You can rise up and condemn it. You can write, if you don't get the medium for kind of social media, you can write an article, you publish them. Even if you use a nom de plume, as we call it in journalism. The point is your message is going. Because this is the only way we can hold narcissists, psychopaths, and dictators to account. But if we all say, we only relax, we are the good people then will not do nothing, then we are also complicit in the actions, the despicable actions of the people and where they perpetrate the violence in our country.
All right, I think my beautiful one this evening. And we get beaucoup take home message for today. Beaucoup take home message. You know, from all everything we get from this discussion, it just to clear say the only thing we go for is them way from the hands of, you know, them desperate people there, na united front. People need to come together, you know, and make sure say they do the right thing. We not say yes along the process, one way or the other, dan they don't mass na comping too. That's so clear all the day. But still, we all get one focus. Let we sing and dance. Because na say boo day. We all came something and the dance to the mass way. We have back left behind. We now we want to go fend have back, but not to make lady have back come out too. But waiting they happen, you do want to come back. You begin dance back and they go. So if we take them that way, we get happiness and we're able for day together and reach to the side. Because guess what? For le bubu, come out na Kalbaton or Waterloo na Wakati go lonely. Una not take transport, not all gladness, but because una all get one focus, say, yanda would go there and we enjoy till we reach there, una reach there. So if we take on that way there and forget about this and this and this and this, we all can I teach you something. Some people will still believe in 2023, feel say the APC deceive or then betray Samoa Kamara. People them way want for go 2028, feel say Samoa Kamara the old the party to ransom. Yes, all man correct. But if una all forget about this putia, and then we all fight the two things them together, fight for justice for the last election, at the same time put things them in place together like a united front for win the next election, and that's good answer to the question. You know, I'm glad is somebody, the first caller today, talk about waiting for do. But interestingly, if all waiting they happen, the 2023 electoral justice, the 2028 go before, if we no get election and win against Maada Bio, nothing will ever happen. We just don't discover today say with the fight for waiting, let them lay this document in parliament. We likely not possible. Under waiting with the cease what they happen right now. Likely not possible. if at all it possible at the last minute we not get any use again. So the only thing we feel say we will do together, everybody all outside day, but we get one focus for make sure say Maada Bio come on a power. Period. Simple as that. Well, one for tell all thank you. One for tell you thank you ability for you take it in for joining inside the program this evening. And you will watch the program, you will like and share the program. Thank you very much. You will subscribe. Thank you very much. You will not do any one of them and again. Still, we thank you very much. Please consider for do so to the best of your ability before you go. I also the left for now. One for appreciate to now all. Thank you very much. My name is Sembe, the freedom fighter. On behalf of the team, one for say we love and also very much. And please, 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 when I get to yourself, a wonderful, wonderful night. Bye bye. Goodbye. Good night, sir.
Respect. Thank you.
Yep.
Faithfully and truly discharge.
That I will faithfully and truly discharge.
The duties as Chief Electoral Commissioner.
The duties as Chief Electoral Commissioner.
And Chairman of the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone.
And Chairman of the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone.
And that I will support.
And that I will support.
Uphold and maintain the Constitution of Sierra Leone.
And maintain the Constitution of Sierra Leone.
As by law established.
As by law established.
So help me God.
So help me God.